Fantasy Premier League managers, welcome back to Game Week 15. These fixtures are coming quick and fast, and I'm sure the players are feeling the effects. Let's jump straight into my team before we hit the spotlight. Starting off, we've got Sanchez between the posts as always. And whilst he did concede against West Ham, he made so many saves that he picked up a bonus point for saves, as well as picking up a bonus point within the bonus point section. So he still walked away with 4 points last week. He's got Southampton this week as well, which could potentially be an easier fixture to pick up a clean sheet. So let's see how he does. As you can see, I've not put the gold trim on the Chelsea boys this weekend. West Ham versus Chelsea is always a spicy fixture, and who knows who will score here. I do think there are potentials for goals in the game, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I don't think this is going to be the easiest clean sheet in the world for Chelsea with West Ham's form and the fact that they're trying to return to a good run of streaks within the Premier League. Chelsea need to prove that they can beat teams like West Ham, especially in this title race this season, as every point is going to matter. Two defenders who are gold trimmed and remain gold trimmed most weekends, and that is Trent Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo. These boys can get you both defensive and attacking returns this weekend, with Liverpool facing Wolves and City facing Watford. Moving on to the midfield duo of Salah and Jota. These boys are absolutely lighting up the league at the moment, and they're both putting up fantastic Fantasy Premier League points as well. I'm going to leave the armband on Salah again this week. It does show that Jota's captained on screen, but I've changed my mind back to Salah again. Son made the most of the fact that he got a rest at the weekend as he scored against Brentford, and this week he plays one of the relegation strugglers, Norwich, and I'm hoping that he can bag himself a brace at bare minimum. Let's hope that he can keep up his form and get another attack in return. Bernardo Silva has been on absolute fire of late as well, as he got himself a third attack in return in the past 4 game weeks. I'm hoping he can keep this run of form, and what better team to do that against the Watford side that are leaking goals. And then finally up top we've got Antonio, who I think can bully the likes of Rudiger, and we've seen that his ability to get at defenders in a one-on-one situation on the counter-attack, which is how I expect West Ham to play this weekend, could benefit him. And Toney faces a Leeds side that have only conceded 2 goals in their last 4 fixtures, but I'm hoping that he can kind of break that defensive wall that Leeds seem to be putting up recently and get himself another goal. The bench is pretty straightforward. I don't really see Gallagher getting an attack in return against United, especially as they're away. Johnson's on the bench for obvious reasons as well, with how well Chelsea are doing this season, and Joe Hart is just a bench warmer anyway. But it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's jump into the spotlight to see who I've recommended this week. His minutes have been getting managed recently as he's recently returned from injury, but Lamptey of Brighton is someone that can get attacking returns, is in a normally defensively sound team, and is cheap as chips at 4.4 million. He came on off the bench against West Ham to provide the assist for their equaliser, and given 3 of their next 3 fixtures are all 2 or 3 difficulty ratings, I think this man could potentially get more clean sheets or more attacking returns, aka assists. I recommended this gentleman a couple of weekends ago, and since then he's gone on to get 9 points and 12 points subsequently. So if you did listen to me and take my advice, you're 21 points better off, and I think that can only improve this week as Reguilon faces a Norwich side that, as we all know, do struggle to score, and Spurs are starting to get a bit better, especially under Conte, as he's starting to realise the challenge that he faces. And I think that Reguilon not only will keep a clean sheet against Norwich, I think we're going to see more attacking returns from him, be that in the form of assists or goals this weekend. Next up, in the middle of the park, we're going to recommend Smith-Rowe. He scored that freak goal against United a couple of nights ago, and well, I think he can continue this form between now and the new year. So the next 6 fixtures, he only faces 1 4 difficulty fixture game, and that is against West Ham United. So who knows if this man can get on the score sheet or assists even more so in the next 6 weeks. He's only 6 million, so he's a good replacement for the likes of Benrahma if you haven't already shipped him, and other players in those price points such as Conor Gallagher. As the reins change hands at Manchester United, I'm recommending this guy as a bit of a differential. He's come back from injury and he picked up an assist in that Arsenal fixture for United, and that is Marcus Rashford. Valued at 9.4 million, it is a bit of a punt because he's not on the cheap side, but I think that he can keep getting in those attacking returns, and with Ronaldo probably going to be needing a rest, he might even play as the up top striker if Cavani isn't fancied. But even if Cavani is fancied, you can probably bet that Rashford's going to hold that position out wide opposite to Sancho, who could be another alternative here, but I just think Rashford's a bit of a safer bet at this moment in time. And I've already mentioned his name whilst I was speaking about Rashford, and I'm going to stick with the same recommended striker this week, and that is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. He is flagged currently on the Fantasy Premier League as having a knock, but I think he was just fatigued as he come off, because he was sprinting everywhere towards the end of that game, and you can tell that he really wanted to win it. Unlike Rashford, Between now and game week 28, they face one 4-rated fixture difficulty match, and that is against West Ham United. He has a fantastic run of fixtures, and this is the time for Ronaldo to pick up goals, as well as the likes of Rashford and Sancho to get involved and on the action as well. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Kept it short and sweet for you this week. Good luck, and let me know your teams in the comments below, and I'll give you my recommendations as always. Until next time, take care and goodbye.